Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. I'm Dr. Valerie Shepherd. I'm coming to you from the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery. We are excited to be here as we always are. So wonderful to get a few moments every Wednesday morning, almost every Wednesday. Sometimes we run recordings, but to be here with you live and to share our heart and a little wisdom and maybe even some laughter. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I am coming to you on a beautiful Wednesday morning to share some thoughts, some musings, some what's coming up for me right now that might be able to help you on your quest for more happiness, for more confidence, for more inner peace, for more joy. Yabba, dabba, do. So happy to have you with me. So, just for a couple of things, the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self Mastery is about helping you master yourself, this instrument, this magnificent being that you are, this sovereign beauty. Whether you're male or female, you can be beauty. Whatever your gender orientation is, beauty, magnificence, sovereignty, awesomeness, audaciousness, whatever those adjectives are that describe you, that you describe yourself with, I'm always going to see you as your magnificent essence, the highest divinity self of you. Yabba dabba do. So for you to be able to use this instrument, mastering yourself, this whole instrument, mind, body, spirit, alignment, this whole instrument, mastering yourself in your life so that you can exquisitely manage whatever your life brings your way. And believe it or not, the orientation in that is about an internal orientation. Not selfish, not wrong, not bad. When you understand the laws of the universe and how the world actually works, the quantum nature of the universe, the metaphysical nature of the universe, the physics of having a happy life, the physics of understanding where you are relative to where you're trying to go. When you really get clear on that, everything becomes even more possible than your intellect will tell you everything is possible, with the platitudes that you've been conditioned to believe. That everything is possible is true. And it is most true when you are living in harmony, when you are walking in harmony with, you are dancing in the energies that govern the way the universe actually works. And most of us are not taught this. We're kind of finding it out the hard way. That's the way I found out about it. If you pick up the right books, if you go to the right seminars, if you have the right friends, if you travel in the better circles for this conversation to be had, when you're in those places, you might get some off-gassing, and you may be able to even do an immersion of yourself into the avenues through which the wisdom flows. But not always. And sometimes it's after you've lived a good 20, 30, or 40 years. For some of the people with whom I speak, it's 50 or 60 or 70 years. And they got bits and pieces here and there. But they didn't get the full body of it. They didn't get the full measure of it. They didn't get the full heart and soul. So the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery is about the heart and soul. It's about giving you the tools, the tips, the practices, the tricks, the guidance, the support, the love, let me help you out. The belonging, the community, the space for you to be that which is really, really magnificent within you that is always there. It's always there. It's always there. You're always that. You're always that. You will forever and a day always be that. So today, the title, Hump Day Happy Chat number 206, y'all. Into the 200s now. Eyes, ears, heart. Eyes, ears, heart. What am I talking about? So I love reading fiction. I read some nonfiction as well. I mean, I wrote nonfiction, so I do read nonfiction, and a lot of nonfiction contributed to that #1 international bestseller over my right shoulder. 6 awards for excellence, by the way. 2 golds, 2 silvers, 2 bronze. Yes, I'm still proud. I will always be proud and grateful that that beauty came through me and that it's touched so many people, and independent reviewers as well among them. So I've been reading this trilogy of historical novels, which I really like. I like historical fiction because it means that there is a lot of truth in what's being told, and there's some creative license being told with how all the dots connect and things like that. And I like getting my history served up like that. I do have to do a little extra work to find out when the dots connect, which ones are the right dot, the true dots, and which ones are the creative licensing part. But sometimes it just doesn't matter. It's fun to go through it. And so I've been really interested in this author, Kathleen McGowan, lately. And she wrote a trilogy of historical fiction that I have enjoyed immensely because it lines up with my work and my quest and my experiences in France and my return to France and all kinds of things. So the first book was The Expected One. The second book is The Book of Love. And I'm still reading the third book. Here is the Poet Prince. Oh, I gave you the back. Here is the Poet Prince. That's my bookmark. It's got a beautiful amethyst heart on it that my sister girlfriend, whose birthday is tomorrow, shouting out to ESS. She knows who she is. And so this one is The Poet Prince, the third book in the trilogy, and I'm enjoying it. I probably I probably can choose to make more time for reading in the spaces of my days, and lately that hasn't been my choice. And still, I'm enjoying when I am picking up the book and sitting down with it. So, she's also written a book that I haven't read. It's called The Source of Miracles, 7 Steps to Transformation Through the Lord's Prayer. And that will be something that I pick up next because I love the concept of how the Lord's Prayer is such a stage from which more and more and more are possible. So there's this saying in these books, for those with the eyes to see and ears to hear. For those with the eyes to see and the ears to hear. And without getting into all the details from the books, I've been contemplating what has that meant for me. How am I cultivating my eyes to be eyes that see and ears to hear? Like how is that? What is that? And I know from the books, very specific meaning attributed to that. And then I've also added, so the heart, I added the heart to receive. And it may have been in the books, and Kathleen McGowan, please forgive me if I'm somehow usurping something that was in the books. I remember the most eyes to see, ears to hear. And then I've been adding heart to receive. And I've been asking myself, do I have a heart to receive? Am I really living in the space of what that would mean and what that would contribute to me being me and me being a contribution further for the planet, which is my mission in my life. So let's just take them one by one. So this is the offering to you. Are you in the space where you know what your eyes are seeing? You know what your ears are hearing, and you know what your heart can receive. And if you feel like you are maybe wanting in those areas, are you cultivating your countenance? Are you cultivating your courage? Are you cultivating yourself to be higher, broader, deeper in these areas? And if not, why not? And what's the consequence of leaving that to something, sometime, some other place? So ears to hear. And this is beyond the mechanics of the physical ear. It's the ability to hear beyond the words that are being said, down to unspoken truths, to the things that aren't actually being said, to the things that are existing around us. Thoughts are energy. Can I hear the energy? You know how they say that dogs' ears can hear many, 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 many more times differently than humans' ears. And that the human ear can't hear all the decibels of sound even available to humans. So am I cultivating my ears to hear my still small voice, the voice within me that it comes from my higher self, that is a powerful guidance? Am I hearing the messages when my mind, my brain, my conscious mind says, go, 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 and my still small voice says, no, no, no? Are you cultivating the ears for you to hear those things? Are you cultivating your eyes to see beyond the mechanics of this unimaginably complex and magnificent tool right here and right here? But what about this one right here? The third eye. Are you cultivating beyond the mechanics of your physical eyes to see into the depths, to see beyond what is actually visible to this eye? Are you seeing the layers of color? Did you know in the color spectrum, the human eyes only see so much? Are you able to see what's not visible with these eyes open? Even with your magnifier, not visible. What might you be missing that is wanting to get your attention, that is wanting to love on you? Are you cultivating eyes to see, ears to hear? And then here's the third one, the heart to receive. In the eyes, are you seeing below the surface, the beauty that exists below the surface of all of this stuff that we might actually classify as muck and yuck? That we might actually classify as, who wants to see that crap? But what about the beauty below the surface, the hidden miracles and situations and circumstances? And then the heart to receive, cultivating a heart to receive. So again, beyond the mechanics of the beating, and the pushing of the blood and the oxygen and the yada, 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 yada. What is possible? So as Einstein said, the conscious mind is a faithful servant, and the intuitive mind, in the heart, is a sacred gift. I've got a hair tickling me. We have cultivated, or we have created a society that worships the servant, the intellect, the brain. Worship it, we worship it, we worship it. Oh my God, degrees, credentials, how smart are you? Figure this out. I can figure it out. I can do it, I can do it. Conscious mind, powerful, beautiful, love it. Absolutely essential in my life. And the intuitive mind, the seat of the soul, the magnificence of the heart is the sacred gift. We have forgotten the gift. And so here's an opportunity for you to ask yourself, have I forgotten my gift? Gifts? How many gifts have you forgotten? Is the heart just one among many of your gifts that you've forgotten? If you're with me and you're ready, give me a thumbs up. Do you have a heart to receive? Do you have ears to hear, eyes to see? That heart that is ready to receive means it is pure. And by pure, I mean you've released it from the shackles and the prison and maybe even the coffin of old blame, shame, guilt, punishment, regret, anger, weaponized anger especially. Those low vibration energies that clog up the heart, the I should have, I could have's, all the ways that you resent others, the judgments of others, the making everything but bad or wrong. These are the things that keep you trapped in a vibration that is low. And when you're trapped in a vibration that is low, you have no choice but to attract things that match that vibration. So the laws of the universe, the outer is going to show you the inner. We can bring heaven into earth because what's below can reflect what's above. And we, through our conscious free will choice, create it or don't. And so eyes to see, ears to hear, heart to receive. How do you do it? I guarantee you, this is where your extra measure of confidence, your extra measure of courage, the extra measures of harmony, resilience, tenacity, ability to persevere, ability to play, have fun, to be in joy, to be in bliss, to be in ease and peace, to be in flow in one's life requires all three. You must cultivate all three. Why? Because your ears are going to hear the still small voice saying, go in this direction, not that one. So you can disengage from banging your head on the wall on a path that isn't opening right now. Doesn't mean it'll never open. Not all no's are forever. They don't always mean never. Just the way not all yeses go on forever. But without the ears to hear, the eyes to see, detour maybe. Time for a rest. I noticed something else is bubbling up over there. There's energy over there. I'm going to go over there. Without those things, we can delay ourselves trying to go down a path that is not the right path. Or let's say, not the optimal path. Optimal path. Because I'm not about banging my head against the wall anymore. I'm not about proving anymore. I'm just not interested. I wish I wasn't interested for as long as I was doing that in my life. I wish I had awakened even sooner. I wouldn't have all these stories to tell, but yes, indeed. So how do you cultivate this? How do you cultivate this in you? The eyes to see, the ears to hear, the heart to receive. It's not that difficult, peeps. It's not that difficult. It's called self-mastery. Mastering you in your life so that you can exquisitely manage whatever your life brings your way. Cultivation, the 3 pillars of self-mastery. Number 1, self-awareness. So you can notice when you're out of alignment with what you want and what your purpose is on the planet, what you came here for. What you came here to shine the light on your brilliance, to leverage your brilliance into the world. What you came here for. What are you here for? If not that. It's not to make money, I guarantee you that. It's not to be powerful among others or over others. I guarantee you that. All of those things are worldly, which means they don't last. But the truth of who you are, being that, not wielding it, but standing in that power, in that beauty, in that essential nature, in that divinity, in that unconditional love. So being aware of when you're out of alignment with that, that's part of the cultivation of the eyes to see, the ears to hear, and the heart to receive. And then the second pillar of self-mastery, self-acceptance, so that you can move beyond any low vibration reaction to what you discover from self-awareness. So when I discover some ugly things in me, so racial wounding, fear, low burn fear that was all the time, everywhere, the feelings of being unlovable, the doubt, the misdirections, the misadventures. There were some misadventures. The missed opportunities. The longing, the places where I was disconnected from the divine, even while I was praying to the divine every day. So as I find those things, the self-acceptance allows me to be in the yes energy with those things. Oh, this is who I am. This is who I've been. And now what would I like to do about it? To be in neutrality as I receive in this heart who I've been being, even when it hasn't been serving me at any level, let alone the highest levels. And then the last pillar, self-love. Self-love. Or have you been taught self-love, or are you learning it the hard way? Just trying to figure it out on your own. Well, is this self-love? What is this? The self-love is the ability to embrace the curiosity that it takes to move into the zone of possibility. What more is possible when I do even more of all these 3? When I do more self-awareness, so I can get really clarity on what do I know that's getting in my way? Not about what's out there that's getting in my way. What am I attracting that's getting in my way? How am I my own worst enemy in some cases? The curiosity that has me want to know. I want to know. And then the self-acceptance that allows me to go, oh, well, now that I know that, I gotten a lot of clarity. Now it's time to shift. How do I shift? What do I do about this? How do I spiral to a higher zone, going higher in my consciousness and deeper into myself? How do I accept myself as where I have been, where I am, while I'm creating what comes next? That's the possibility zone. So I'm going from knowing into growing and then into flowing into the next spaces of my life, into the next magnificence, into the next nooks and crannies where I'm showing my light, where I'm taking my magnificence. Self-love in order to embrace the curiosity. Self-love is like, yeah, girlfriend, we got this. We got this. Didn't have that so well. But we got this. For now. And through, rinse and repeat, lather, rinse and repeat, using tools seeing counselors, practicing, 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 practicing. Do the practices. Walk around in the energy, in my boots, as an alive, alert, awake, inspired being. Can you feel that? Can you taste it? Do you want some? So that's what we do at the Hartley Center. The Hump Day Happy Chat is a little snippet. I basically take one little topic that someone's brought to my attention or something that floats through while I'm brushing my teeth, and I bring it to life using the tools and the practices and the principles that I know that are proven to help you take your life to a new level of peace, love, and joy, and take yourself to a new level of freedom, to a new level of soaring, to a new level of expansion, to a new level of possibilities. And so here is my invitation to you. These three things that we talked about today: knowing yourself through self-awareness, accepting yourself through self-acceptance, and loving yourself into the curiosity that takes you into the shifting places so that you can flow. This know, grow, flow yourself into an even more magnificent experience. We're going to do it live together for 7 days of immersion in a beautiful chateau in the south of France. My glow up experience. Get your glow on, people. Glow up experience. Mind, body, spirit activation to restore you to wholeness. The wholeness that comes from having eyes to see, ears to hear, heart to receive, and then embodying the practices that allow you to stay at that level. Restore you to wholeness and return you to flow. It is a beautiful amalgamation, incorporation, experiential, transformational journey in the south of France, in the Pyrenees Mountains, nestled in this medieval city called Chalabre. And I have two beautiful partners in love, Zoe Walters, Lauren Etter, bringing their expertise that we will be integrating together, melding together, weaving together to give you the opportunity to take on the tips and tools that serve you best. Some of you want to come because you've noticed in your businesses, maybe you're not relating very well to people. Maybe you're in this space where you've done a lot solo, a lot remotely, and you're having trouble reintegrating with the human condition, or maybe you're still working remotely and you're having trouble with the being solo, and you're missing your connection and your opportunity to be with others, and you're not sure what to do with that. That's a part of it. The embodiment, like, what is embodiment? It takes it knowledge, which is not power, though many people will tell you that. Knowledge is power. Not really. Power comes from knowledge that's put into action. Then it gets to be called wisdom. That's what I'm all about. I want the boots on the ground, in my heart, in my fingers, breathing it. I want to walk my knowledge so I can see how it serves me. So I can use those three pillars of self-awareness, self-acceptance, and self-love to determine if that piece of knowledge can be jettisoned in favor of another piece of knowledge that serves me better. That serves me better. What serves me better? That's the question. So this is our invitation. Come play with us. Come to the south of France. Come experience yourself rising above whatever challenge you may face and moving into the miracle zone, moving into the magic zone, moving into the flow zone and staying there. It is possible. It is possible to stay in the flow zone even while things may not be working out all right. Even then. So if you want to know more information, yay, you can reach out to me, Valerie at heartlycenter.com, or you can check out the link that I'm putting in this post for you to go see more about it and send me a little note. Someone on our team will give you a call and answer your questions and show you how it all works. And we'd love to receive your presence and support and serve you to go higher in your life, maybe higher than you ever thought possible, to receive the juju that is waiting for you to claim it. I guarantee everything you want in your highest version of your life is out there wanting you. And so we are poised and ready to help you get there. Many blessings. Thank you for coming to today's Hump Day Happy Chat. Appreciate you receiving my offer of this gift to come play with us. And I always close the Hump Day Happy Chat with the Karanaya Metta Sutra, which is the prayer of loving kindness from the Buddha. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be safe. May all beings be happy. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. The Glow Up Retreat will have you dancing as your true nature, glowing all over your life. And may all beings be free. Fly and be free. Yay! Many blessings. Bye now.